Let's go today. Lord, let's get it's Dwayne.
My name's Jazz.
We're doing Jazz, and I know you're seeing my arms. You know, you see my arms in the video.
Look at that. Look, go ahead, flex. Go ahead, flex. Hold on, let me do it.
Look at those muscles.
Let me do it too. Yes, hold on. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that. Bam.
Okay, that was not about Deadpool. So this video is Deadpool 2 review, because we're gonna start doing these reviews like we said we was gonna do.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe if you're new, if you want more reviews. Make sure, spoiler alert starting
yes, you got
now.
10 seconds.
You got 10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's spoilers. Alright.
So starting off, Deadpool 2, he's a contract assassin. He's going in I think he was going around in the international community.
Everywhere around the world.
Killing everyone.
Killing people.
Yeah, just killing everyone. It was a nice scene. In Deadpool fashion, he does some foreshadowing of what's gonna happen in the movie. And it kind of was like, this first scene starts off with him killing himself. And he was talking about, the first scene was like
Wolverine.
a little, yeah, it was like a little, it was like a little spinning thing
like
of
a little
Logan
statue.
Yeah, sitting still of the stick coming through Logan, and he has like his
and Logan
claws
is
out.
Wolverine, if y'all remember that.
And making fun of that, and then him setting his apartment on fire and killing himself.
He laid on some tubs of like I think it was gas.
Yeah, flammable gas.
And so he said, in this movie, I'm gonna kill myself. And so he was smoking a cigarette, and the cigarette fell in the tin, and of course it blew him to pieces.
Right, but he's Deadpool, he doesn't die.
Yeah, so he doesn't die. So he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you how I died and how I got here.
Yeah.
And so it goes back to
the
before
beginning.
that.
Yeah, and he was going around. He's a mercenary. I mean, he's an assassin now, so he's going around killing people in the international community. And he had some funny jokes in there in Deadpool fashion. And he had this one job, and the dude went to a panic room, and then he had to leave. And then the guy that drives him around in the cab, he told him that he wants to be a killer too. And
he said, I want blood on my hands.
I want blood on my hands. And
I was like, no, you don't.
He said, I want to feel like a killer. And he was like, no, we're not going to talk about this. And so he goes home and has a scene with his girlfriend. Yeah, and it was their anniversary. And so she gives him, he gives her a lead coin of their first date, and she gives,
so cute.
Which was so cute, and she gives him a pregnancy.
No, it's like her birth control.
Control device. There we go.
Yeah.
I think
it's called an IVF.
Yeah, it was a birth control device.
I don't use those.
And it was like, yeah, we're gonna have a baby, and he said, you gotta, have the baby. And then as they're talking and making jokes with each other,
thinking about names.
Yeah, the assassins, I guess the guy that he tried to kill, come to his apartment, and a whole bunch of, he notices the door is unlocked, and he locked it, and so they open the door, they start shooting and stuff like that. Then he has like what was that knife he used?
Cream cheese spreader?
Cream cheese spreader, and he throws at the guy, but it hits the gun, and the trajectory of the bullet goes and hits his girlfriend. And she dies, and he's holding her, and then he jumps out the window, chases the guy down.
He didn't catch him.
He didn't catch him at first. He gets hit by a car, rolls over, and the guy, the guy hits another car, and then he grabs him. He busts through the window, which is surprising, and grabs the guy, and then
he got in front of
he
hugged him at first, but that was just to keep him in place for the truck that's coming to come hit him, because he can't die. So he's like, you gonna die right now.
So he just turns around and flips him and kills that guy.
And after that, everything was just empty for him. So he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna kill myself. It didn't work because he's Deadpool.
Right. But they had like this little scene, I guess, where she's like in heaven or limbo or something like that. And then he got like, it felt like a toilet because it was like spinning. The memories were spinning and stuff like that. He enters this little limbo, and he's like, I can't touch you, and she can't hear him or nothing like that. Then he goes back to reality. That's when Colossus comes in the apartment and says, you have to stop sulking, and grabs him, puts him in the body bag, and like, because he's in pieces, because he killed himself with the flammable.
And brings him to the X-Men headquarters, and there he was trying to like recruit him to join the X-Men. He's like, you don't have a family, and this is the family you need, and stuff like that. And then while Deadpool is talking trash about them while riding in Professor X's wheelchair, by the way, he's like talking about them like so bad, and like they're in a room next to him.
He's like, why can I have
a split second?
Yeah, he's like, why can I have or at least a high profile X-Men? Like, I get Colossus and the other girl and stuff, but why can I have a high profile X-Men? And then
that's when we saw all of them in the room.
We saw Quicksilver, Professor X, Beast, and they're like right on the door, right next to him. With a quick cameo, close the door.
I was like, oh, there you go.
I was like, oh, snap. I was like, but that was a nice little cameo they did. But, and that was it. But they was basically talking about him needing a family.
Yeah, he needs a family. It may not be the family that he wants, but he needs a family. He needs to belong to something.
Right.
And so that's when
Colossus told him the rules.
Yeah, Colossus told him the rules, and he was like, rules are meant to be broken. So
right. The rules were not to kill and let justice.
And he kills everybody.
Yeah.
So of course that's not going to help. So their mission was to go and help this incident, this mutant incident that happened at it's like a foster home for mutant kids, but they're abusing the mutants for being mutants, which they have no control of.
Right.
But it's like masqueraded as like a foster home for them.
Right.
But one of the kids, which is Fire Fist.
Yeah, Fire Fist.
He's basically like just trying to destroy everything. He's mad because he can't take it no more.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool's trying to talk him out of it and everything like that. And then he ends up attacking everybody. And then when he finally gets to the boy, they got him in restraints, and then he talked to him because he was just looking at the guy, like the little boy's looking at the guy like in such hatred, and he was just like, and he saw some on his neck like bruises, and then he said, did they hurt you? And he's like, yeah, they hurt us. And like that's when, because they were torturing them for just being mutants. And so Deadpool was like, well, rules made to be broken, so he went and shot up everybody that worked at the foster home.
He shot up the one main guy, and then
no, he shot a few.
But he didn't get the headmaster. Yeah.
And
then they put him in restraint.
They put him in restraint.
And they sent him to this place called the Ice Box, which is basically prisons for mutants. And they had these power dampeners. And so basically Deadpool didn't have his powers anymore. So he's basically just had cancer. Yeah,
because his powers helped him fight against the cancer for him not to die. So when they put this collar on him to negate all the powers, he's just sitting there dying. He's just sitting there sick, coughing, and just dying, basically. And the little boy doesn't understand that.
Right.
And so he's saying, yeah, we're gonna be partners. Like the little boy was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be good friends. And he's like, no, like I'm not your partner, leave me alone. Like let's just leave me here to die. Right. He's like, at least now I can die actually, so just leave me alone.
Right. And so and then you see Cable in the future. And then all you see is like come to find out it was his family that was burnt, but like in the scene you see just ash everywhere, and then like this teddy bear in ash. And so then he slides back in time, and he goes to the prison, and he just wrecks it.
Yeah, and he was looking for Russell. Russell's the name of Fire Fist.
Yep.
And so when he finally found Russell, he's like, ooh, I got you, because they were he let go all of the prisoners. And then when Deadpool and Russell got out, he saw that Cable was aiming after their cell. He was like, yep, he's aiming after me. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know what I did to piss this dude off, but he wasn't going after him. He was going after the kid.
Right.
Because the kid, he grows up to be a very bad person.
Yep.
And he's the one that's the cause of his family's death. So to prevent that, he's going in the past to kill that little boy.
Yep.
And Deadpool doesn't know this, so he's just trying to protect him. He's like, what is all of this? Who kills the kid? And he was like, you don't know what he's capable of.
Right.
But what else happened?
So they fight, and he makes jokes about Cable's arm. He's a Winter Soldier, and they get the whole fight scene. And he has cool future weapons like a gun that like magnetically clings to him and just comes to him. He has like a little combination lock thing on his gun that changes to like
different frequencies.
Right. Yeah.
Like higher frequencies, powerful and everything. It was a cool gun.
He has a shield. He has like a little a holographic shield that protects him at all times. It was pretty dope. He ended up breaking out. Deadpool ended up breaking out of
without the kid.
Without the kid out of prison, they like blow up, and then they go into like this water, and in Deadpool fashion, his head half his head is like gashed. It was like
he decided he needed to make a team.
Yeah.
So this brings us to the trailer that everybody.
Oh my God!
I want to talk about this.
Go ahead, talk about it.
So he made the team the X-Force, and y'all know the X-Force he was recruiting. So it had Domino, which was from the same lady that was in Atlanta.
Yeah, Zaza Beetz.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yep, she was great.
Because her power is luck, and she is very lucky. Like literally nothing touched her this whole movie.
Great. She was great.
Domino, and then there was an alien that he recruited that was called Star something. And his power was just being an alien. Okay.
Right, since I'm just better than
We had Terry Crews's character, and his thing was electric frequencies or something like that. Like, you could mess with your mind and stuff.
Yeah.
There was Peter, who had no powers. He just said, I just saw the ad, you know?
Right, and then
the dude that played It.
Yeah.
He had acid breath.
Yeah, he had acid. He spit out acid.
Vanisher.
Yeah, Vanisher.
Which you don't know who it is until a certain scene.
Yeah.
But basically, they all get together and they're all jumping out of the helicopter to go rescue the kid and everything like
because
that.
they move in because of the what happened at the icebox. They're moving into another supermax prison. Yeah. And so he tells them the time. Cable kidnaps the bartender guy. Mm-hmm. And he tells him the whole thing that's going down, and he's saying there's high winds and they're moving him to a facility 80 miles away so they could get him. And
because of those high winds that everybody was warning Deadpool about, he was like, look, he said, I don't care about these high winds, we're gonna jump anyway. And so when they all jumped, basically everybody died, okay? So Terry Crews landed, and the trailer threw us off because it made us think that they were gonna do like a whole scene of fighting people and everything. That did not happen, okay? Terry Crews jumped out, he fell, landed into a bus, dead.
Troll.
Next. Then alien dude, he landed, fell into what? A helicopter. Got green guts everywhere.
Troll.
Vanisher, he fell, and then he landed on a power line, and you didn't see who Vanisher was because he was invisible the whole time.
Right.
Until we saw for a split second that was Brad Pitt.
Right.
Vanisher was Brad Pitt.
They had a quick cameo on it.
He was in there for 2 seconds.
Right.
And he's dead.
Right.
Acid breath, he falls. No. Peter falls and makes it safely.
Surprisingly, because Peter was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, because he didn't want to do it. He had no power, so
right.
he would have been dead. So he landed safely and softly. And Deadpool was just watching everybody land, by the way, because he landed on a billboard.
Yeah.
And he's just looking. He's like, okay, Peter's good. And then acid breath fell. He fell into a wood chipper. And so he was halfway in there. And so Peter was like, no, we're part of the X-Force. We're going to go get him. And so he's trying to help Acid Breath. And Acid Breath puts acid on Peter. And Peter's dead now, even though he made it safely. Let's see. And then Domino, she was still in the air, flying around because she's lucky. So she didn't die. She was the only one that made it.
Yep, and she made it right inside the convoy. She
went right inside the convoy in the passenger seat, beat up everybody. And then Deadpool was like, Domino was like, where's everybody else? And he was like, there is no more X-Force. Everybody died.
So the whole trailer
just was a big troll.
Was a big
it was a gigantic troll. It did not happen what you thought. And that whole film theory we thought about Peter.
Troll like he said.
He was there for 5 minutes, yo.
It was a troll just like he said.
Oh my god.
So then it has the scene with Domino and then Cable's coming up for the convoy. Mm-hmm. And then, later, before, because Deadpool was like, you find the biggest guy and you make friends with him. Mm-hmm. So, Russell, they had a fight, and, so they had a fight and Russell was able to sneak, because that's after Cable came and wrecked everything. He was sneaking to the maximum security. And it was a big person in there, and he was like, doom, doom, doom.
And little do we know, behind that door was Juggernaut. Which is not the best person in the world. So he befriends Juggernaut, which is a big villain. Mm-hmm. And basically, they make a plan to escape and attack the headmaster at the orphanage.
Yep.
And so Cable's thing was that if he wanted to team up after fighting with all of them.
Because the whole scene with Domino and them, they was fighting, and he was doing the little sword katana thing, but it was just the bullets hit Cable, and Domino was getting lucky, and that whole thing, and then they broke out. Then Juggernaut ripped Deadpool in half. And so you end up with a scene where he's go back to the old black lady's house, and he's sitting on the couch, and has to regrow his limbs. So he's basically has like a baby legs and a baby penis.
Bottom half. So he had a baby penis, baby legs. He was crossing his legs and everything, and everybody was like, "No, I don't want to see it."
Yeah, and he had a shirt that was tucked over it, so he was making jokes about that. the bartender dude came, the driver dude came, and Domino was there, and it was just like making jokes for a good like couple minutes about the whole regeneration thing.
Then Cable came, told them, he said, I want to work with you guys after fighting them, because basically he knows that he's telling them that he came from the future, and that he has to stop Russell, because once he kills the headmaster, he gets a thirst for just killing, and becomes like a bad person. And to prevent that, we need to stop him now, stop him from killing the headmaster, which is what they were trying to do. And so they basically fast forward. They get there, and then it's Russell.
He asks Colossus and what is it, Radio, the teenage head or whatever. She has a girlfriend named Yuki, and she so he asks Colossus and them for help, and then we say, you know what, blah blah blah. They get in the cab and they go to the orphanage, and the driver was like, I want to go. You know, they had like a slow motion scene, and then he was like, you know what? Because they had Juggernaut there. He said, you know, I'm gonna go back to the car, and he's like, yeah, you go back to the car. Bam.
And then that's when basically, fast forward, they catch Russell and Juggernaut there at the orphanage, and they're trying to stop them. And Juggernaut is basically fighting the big Colossal. They're fighting together. It's just a big CG fight, and it was. And while they're fighting, they're trying to fight off all the people that work at the orphanage, because they came out with guns and everything, and then Deadpool said they looked like a bunch of pedophiles coming out. And they did.
They did. He said nursing shoes.
And Russell was busy chasing the headmaster, trying to kill him and torment him and everything. And so before Russell got the chance to do that, Deadpool was like, let me just talk to him to just try to prevent it.
He said he had like 30 seconds to try to.
And Cable was like, you got 30 seconds or I'm gonna kill that boy. And so he was trying to convince him not to kill the headmaster and everything. And in that, he didn't do it in time. He didn't convince him. And so that's when Cable, it was a slow motion scene. Cable had to like hurry up, get his gun, his one bullet, shoot it at him. And then that's when Deadpool got in front of the bullet and took the bullet. And while this is happening, he has the collar on.
He put the collar on, saying this is for the marbles, because the first time he just burnt Deadpool. Because he was like, I'm getting good at this and stuff like that. For the little boy to
trust him.
Yeah, so he put it, he said, this is all for the marbles. And, Cable was like, I'm about to kill this kid.
Yeah, he said, I'm about to kill him. He killed my family. So he took the bullet for him, and because he has the collar on, he could die. And so that he did, kinda. And then, that's when he has a flashback to like his, not really a flashback, but he's back in that world with his dead girlfriend, and he's reunited, and she's telling him this is not your time to go yet, and everything. And the little boy is no longer evil because he saw that Deadpool sacrifice himself. And then that's when Cable went back in time to give him, because he took the coin that Deadpool had, and he put it where he was going to get shot. And then when he did get shot, the bullet went to that coin, and so he didn't die.
And he said, you do this for me? He's like, no.
And that was his last time loop, by the way, so he can't go back to his time where his family is there, because now his family's alive. So, and
he said in the future that they messed up everything in the future, so he said he's gonna stay there and make sure that they don't mess up, mess the future up the way it is. So, and then the credits roll.
And
then you get a post. You get one post. Unfortunately, you get one post. What is it? Post screen edit. Right.
But the first scene, the one scene I should say, is basically him getting a little time thing that Cable had, and he's fixing a lot of stuff. So like he went and he fixed, what was it?
The girlfriend getting killed.
The girlfriend getting killed. Wait.
It's the first thing he did. Because he did the first thing he did, make sure that he killed him.
He made sure that he killed the guy so that his girlfriend didn't die. Then he went to the Wolverine movie where like they had that like super like being and everything with the no mouth. I know y'all know who that is.
Deadpool.
He went and shot him before Wolverine could get him.
Yeah, he said just speeding up the timeline and shot him like a whole bunch of times.
A whole bunch.
He went back in time to Peter. He said, Peter, just go home.
Yeah, when Peter landed, to prevent Peter from dying, he was like, Peter, just go home. Just go home. Like don't check on acid breath. He said, really? He said, yeah, no more X-Force. Just go so you can live.
And he said, make sure you give Domino my email.
And then he went to his past self with the writing of Green Lantern.
He was like, oh, this is gonna be great, and shot Ryan Reynolds.
And shot himself, that you are not doing that movie. But basically that was it. They didn't have any other like ending credit scene, and we stayed that whole time. Everybody else in the whole theater did too, and we were all blown. But it didn't have anything relating to Thanos and Infinity War,
or any,
nothing like that. It's truly just Deadpool.
Right.
It had had Wolverine scenes in there, but like just Deadpool. Like nothing relating to any other Marvel movie. But I think that the movie was very good.
I thought it was very good. I give it an 8 out of 10.
I would give it an 8.
I don't give it a 10 out of 10 because I just wished that they had had some like foreshadowing of what next. That really like.
That's the only thing that blew me. Like
are we gonna have a
to see it? Like, are we gonna get a third Deadpool? Are we gonna get him somewhere else?
Right.
Like, are we gonna
that limbo is what not giving me a 10 out of 10 because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna, because like the first one I think he said there's gonna be a Deadpool 2 and I think he said that Cable was gonna be in it.
Yeah.
He said that at the end credit because we had to wait, but they didn't give us the end credit.
So we don't know.
Yeah, but this movie was a big troll, and that's what we also gave it an 8 out of 10 because we thought Terry Crews was gonna be more in it, and that they was gonna what Peter W was gonna do and all that, and it was just a big.
The only one that stayed was Domino.
Yeah.
Everybody else died. So like the whole trailer that we saw and all those scenes and everything, scratch it out again. It's gone. It's gone. It's not there. But it was a good movie.
It was a good movie. Yeah, so I give it an 8 out of 10. I hope you guys watch it. Please watch it before you watch this video so you can understand.
Don't watch this before the movie. Just watch the movie.
So we don't know if there's a Deadpool 3 or are they gonna make an X-Force movie?
I have no idea.
We have no idea of what's gonna happen.
I would love to see more Domino.
I would love to see more Domino for sure. She's definitely gonna be, obviously because she didn't die. So she's definitely probably gonna be in the next Deadpool, and Cable is part of the team. I don't know about Colossus and them because they're part of the X people, yeah. Right. Guys, comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.